Bartholosar is one of those monsters I always saw and was like, oh, he's cool, but I feel like I normally beat him, but also sometimes I just get completely destroyed by him. So when I finally hatched him recently, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like maybe I'll try it, maybe I won't, whatever. And finally, like something came over me, and I was like, all right, like it's Bartholosar time. So I made this front line, and I made the rest of the team, and I said, let's use Bartholosar. So, if you guys don't know, how he works is he has piercing when he's with a Wraith Captain, a Captain Whisters, a Captain K9, or an Octoboss. If any of those monsters are on the field, it's a very specific set of monsters. They're all like pirates. If any of them are on the field, he has piercing. So a lot of people will use him with Captain K9 or Captain Whiskers because they like kind of do things. And then a lot of people run Wraith Captain in fifth spot. What I didn't realize, and I changed this team later, is that I was using Charybdia into Wraith Captain. I like threw this team together, and then within the first match, which is this one, I was like, oh shoot, Charybdia is going to poison people, so Wraith Captain becomes useless. So I did take Wraith Captain out, but a lot of people will run him in fifth spot and like get some sleep control. And then Bartholozar's other thing is he has this passive skill Subjugation, which is where when he gets a kill, he will summon a Rockoid next in line. So his biggest thing is a 50-second throw all at 74% speed with piercing is kind of how he's intended to play, right? So you run Captain Whiskers or Captain K9 in the front line, and then you run Bartholozar in the front line. He's fast. He'll get a piercing 50-second kill, 42 seconds if he's +9, and then even less if you have an accelerator before him. And then he gets a kill, summons a Rockoid next in line, gets another kill, and it just kind of spirals like that. So he can be really strong. He can also get shut down easily if he loses piercing or if you just kill him right off the bat because, 74% speed isn't that fast compared to some of the other front lines people run these days. So, he has his ups and downs, kind of a situational guy, but I wanted to use him and it was during ranked, so I just made this team and did my best. So I hope you guys enjoy these Bartholozar matches. At this point, Wraith Captain is doing pretty much nothing for me. The Vengeance there from Hazuki didn't kill a Penguinator, which is kind of crazy. Shows you how strong Element Disadvantage is. His Prism Paw kills my Hazuki, but it's fine because she'll come back at the end. I see the Trimagus next in line. I'm not worried about it. Get a super lucky sleep from the Wraith Captain there. Trimagus summons Sturgeonitis again. God Paka has Triple Dream Hunt ready, which I think I use on Rosegeist, Prism Paw, and Trimagus. Then I have this sleep double that I can't use, of course, because people are coming in poisoned. But I kill the Astra Golem and then have Nullifying Strike ready for Pandora, which just barely doesn't kill, unfortunately for me. But it's not like Pandora can really do anything. He has a Box Chop on the field, but what's he going to do? Give turn to it? And okay, I've got 6 monsters left. He's down to his last couple, and then the Box Chop kills itself off. So Pandora is kind of useless. Godpaka can just Will and Grace her anyway. There I selected the Rockoid first. You have to select the Death Revenge monster first, which is funny. I just never knew that before, but there we go. First match ends in a victory. Moving on to the number 2. This is also something, have you guys noticed, I don't know if this is a bug or on purpose, but you can never see people's names during ranked when you play them. I don't super understand that because their name shows up in the battle log anyway. So I don't know. But anyway, went for the bind on Kuramasa. Unfortunately, with Abyss Soldier Guardian, I did forget that it's Auto Protect Plus, so he is going to block that. I might have been better off going for a knockback to get rid of the Kuramasa and I guess Abyss Soldier Hild, maybe Abyss Soldier Guardian. But lucky for me, Bartholozar has Assassinate. So with the piercing there, able to kill the Kuramasa and the Abyss Soldier Guardian. Now I skip because Poseidon, what's he going to do? Give turn to Abyss Soldier Hill? No, he's just going to skip back. So I kill his Aegis Dragon. I see the Siberian next in line, but with my Sturgeonitis, I should be fine, assuming this Chronozillion doesn't go around, which it doesn't, and assuming this Lionheart doesn't kill him, which he can't because of his high defense. So he just decides to give up there. That is going to move us on to match number 3 against a Calamitis front line with Anya. Anya can't do anything, or at least can't power swoop. I go for the bind on Calamitis, gets blocked by Aether. I go for the throw next, and luckily that does go around, kills the Calamitis. Now I'm thinking, do I want to try and kill Anya or do I want to kill a Roseus? And I think I decide to kill Anya. No, I don't decide to kill Anya. Oh, because I have the throw next that I can use to kill Anya. Perpius doesn't have a target. Flavus does have a target, but what's he really going to do? Put himself back 200 seconds? Okay, great. And now I have Retribution charged. So even if I can't throw next, that's kind of what his like failsafe is. If they kill a monster, then bring in the Rockoid that you were going to throw, he has 100-second Retribution with Piercing, which is going to do a lot of damage, and you're going to be chilling. Mantis Samurai could one-on-one, which he decides not to do at this point, just to kill off the Rockoid. And then I think no, it wouldn't make sense for him to go for it here because 2 people are stealth. Guillaume has Insomnia. Maybe he just double Zealous attack or does something. I think he has 1 kill already, so maybe like Bloodthirst the Captain Whiskers. I don't really know what he would do. Oh, Union attack. Oh, because he has Crystal Worms, duh. So I lose Guillaume there. Knock back next, that Crystal Worm that was next in line. Lose Keirokenshi to the remover, unfortunately. But Viridis can't really do anything except Bloodthirst, I guess. Forgot he had that charged. But I am able to Predator's End Tenguko. I could have killed the Viridis, but I didn't want him to be going all crazy with Tenguko and taking a Charybdia or something. Elm Fox can kill the Hazuki, and now I kind of don't have a ton to do. He could put my Selene to hold ground with Viridis. I don't really have a way to kill the Viridis at the moment. He decides to put Chronozillion to hold ground, which leaves his Mantis Samurai open to a Virulent Grasp. Selene takes the stealth off of Viridis, so I'm ready to hit him if I need to. Lose Chronozillion to the Elm Fox. Galba Shaman could kill Selene, but he can't hit anybody else because they're stealth, so instead he stuns the Charybdia. Now Viridis might go for Selene or Maple Dragon, I guess. Either way doesn't super matter because Selene's still going to be able to get 1 kill at least on Galva Shaman, which I take. He decided to actually take the shield off of Captain Whiskers because he does have Nico Cannon ready, which he sees and was not prepared for. But unbeknownst to him, I can just give turn and totally wreck him with this Nico Barrage. When's the last time you've seen that in PvP? Love it. Go Captain Whiskers. Anyway, Kurakami is just going to have to summon, which is fine. I decide to kill the Chronozillion, I think, with the Gibbous. I was looking at the rest of my team to see, like, is it okay if I take this Void Vengeance and this Snowslide? But I thought I had enough monsters to handle his endgame, which was 2 monsters. So I decide to kill the Chronozillion with Selene. He skips and then does the Snowslide. I lose my 2 legendaries or mythics there. Corellius can kill anybody he wants, probably Vixian. But I'm feeling good because Yuki can't kill through the Ryzen, and now I have the Stun Retribution ready, which I use on Kurakami, and then I have another Stun Pulse that I can use on the Dreadmoth. Then I kill off the Maple Dragon, so I have plenty of fodder for Vixian Soul Missile, which also sets up another Stun Retribution if I needed it, but I didn't need it. The Time Strike double kills Kurakami and Doommoth, and at this point, it's definitely over, bringing us onto this victory. And now we're going to move on to what I think is the final match. No, this is a clip from a match I lost. But look at this. So Fibonacci 0 can't be blocked, so I lose Missile Torment. And I'm thinking like, okay, there's still a chance, right? Sturgeonitis has Bloodthirst charge, by the way. But Momo then goes around the Meatoid, kills the Chronozillion. Then Cyclophena goes around the Meatoid and kills my Sturgeonitis. And I was like, bro, are you kidding me? Because this match was close all the way through, like with things getting blocked, things not getting blocked. Whatever. But on to the final battle here up against Player, the infamous Player. Everybody we've been playing today. I lose Charybdia to a Toxic Killer. Kind of crazy that it kills. Maybe well, I guess Oncodragon's a Phantom. I was going to say, does his attack scale with the number of dragons? But I think Oncodragon's a Phantom. Anyway, Sturgeonitis, unfortunately, is unable to kill Demule because he doesn't have the attack boost, and then I lose the Sturgeonitis. Now he can Guardian Execute the Rockoid with his Oncodragon. Carmilla can kill the Bartholozar, and Demule can kill my Hazuki, and Skarlagard decides to do a Gigaflame instead of a Bloodthirst for some reason. Not sure why he did that. But anyway, that was a bit of an unfortunate beginning for me. He's got a Tenebris next in line, which I'm not really set up to take care of. But I kill his Oncodragon with the Void Fast Strike. I'm looking at the next monster, which is a Skyhera, and now a Skeleviathan. So I'm kind of scared of this, but I go for the Nico Cannon anyway, because why not? Most of us are shielded. His Skyhera kills my Selene. His Tenebris has a sneak attack ready, which he can use on Chronozillion, but he decides to skip and go for the control instead, and then kill my Keirokenshi. So now I'm like, all right, what do I do? Go for a sleep, because I don't really have anything else to do. It lands on Skeleviathan, not that it really matters. I kill off the Chronozillion because he was sleeping, and now I Soul Missile the Skyhera. These Tenebrises are going to be really difficult to deal with, especially trying to get around the Skeleviathan, but instead I give turn to the Ryzen to take the stealths off, and then let Captain Whiskers do the Nico Barrage. So that kills the Skeleviathan. Captain Whiskers stays alive because he was shielded, and then kills one of the Tenebrises before they're able to clone. Unfortunately, Skyhera and Vixian both go down to that double sleep. I stun the Tortogeist because I don't really have anything else to do. He's got these Wraith Captains. I might have been better to knock back next since I'm having trouble dealing with the sleep, but at this point, 2 of my monsters have insomnia anyway. I lose Vixina Skyhera to the Morphine Bomb. It hurts. It hurts. He's got 2 Tenebrises on the field. One could kill Missile Torment, yep, so he can Dream Hunt and get that kill. I'm down to Hazuki and my Rockoids, but I'm thinking, I could do this, right? So I use Hazuki. I thought about Predator's End, wasn't sure if it would have killed, but I went for the Blood Crush instead to stop the Tenebris cloning. His Aoi comes in with Kurakami and Nebulonix, but luckily I have Ryzen ready with an Overwatch to kill Aoi, and that, who was the monster I just killed? I don't know. It was a Saint Feather, right. So kill him, then looking at who I have left, I know I need to kill the Kurakami, but he's out of play enough, so I kill the Captain Whiskers. He gives turn back to my Ryzen, which lets me stun Blitz, which was huge. Then I go for the Time Strike, hope it doesn't hit Hazuki, and even if it did, I was ready with Hold Ground, but he just gives up from there. So that is going to do it for my Bartholozar video. Hope you guys enjoyed. He's fun, he's cool, we'll probably use him more. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.